8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Step into the ring where the lights burn bright. Thursday night, we ignite. It's a heavyweight fight. Still steps, no fear. We go deep, we go raw. Talking truths, other parts won't touch. Breaking the law. Still steps, we taking it higher. Real talk, no chill. Spitting fire. On, authentic, we bring the heat. Every Thursday night, we can't be beat. We can't be beat. We can't be beat.
What is good, everyone? It is your boy Politic and Hot alongside my guys, Mr. Joey Woods, Mr. Moya Fit, Chris Wilson. We are Still Steps coming to you live on a beautiful Thursday evening, courtesy of All Authentic Talk Sports Network. Gentlemen, welcome us all back, from a 1 week hiatus. Let's go jump right into the shits tonight because I got a lot on my mind. And normally, I want to know how's everybody doing, this and that, the whole nine. And we could get into that, tonight. But it's just been a lot of controversy versus the culture, pro wrestling, everything under the sun that's just been wrecking my brain throughout the course of the weekend. First things first, I want to jump into the internet wrestling community of its own. And I feel like being 41 years of age, and I mean, I know I don't look my age, so but being
the saying for that.
I mean, don't crack, just being 41 years of age. And I was thinking about this the other day while I was working, and was also, listening to Busted Open, all the wrestling media that dropped during the weekend. And it just had me thinking about where we are today with pro wrestling and being in this world today with pro wrestling that also includes the internet. And I feel like where I'm at today, it actually has me missing the old school vintage feeling of pro wrestling. And I mean that to say, as far as not really having to deal with a lot of the dirt sheets and not always having that real-time access to everybody's opinion as far as what's being displayed on our television screens, week after week. And I feel like to a certain extent, it's triggering. It triggered me this week for some reason. And to the point where it almost had me resenting what I do from time to time. Although I don't stoop to the levels of what some people do in the world of wrestling content. But just as far as providing shady opinions about certain circumstances and just taking things to the next level where it could trigger talent. Look, we're all human out here. And I just think about that and just thought about how growing up in the Attitude Era, while we were on the brink of internet becoming something very popular, it wasn't this bad to where we are today. And that kind of goes on the grounds of what transpired with Ricochet, having the social media wars with those who, that troll them on the internet or on social media. And, things escalated to the point where some things, went very left. With a comment that he had made, which, I don't, condone what he said. But at the end of the day, when some things are said, it's going to trigger and then things are going to get spewed, right back at him. But what sucks is that, and we kind of, somewhat had this conversation without actually going into the actual dialogue in depth in a text message when you brought it up. Because I actually intended to talk about this first thing first before you had brought it up, as far as what happened, and is there any remorse? Listen, you write what you write, and you got to be prepared for what's going to be said in return. And that doesn't that don't let those off the hook, that being able to have their own, opinions, which some opinions can be very racy, very derogatory, and like, with a lot of people in this internet wrestling community, they feel as though that they could just say whatever they want, because they got the power to do so. And I
No,
feel like,
they say whatever they want because they hide behind a fake profile with fake pictures.
yeah, yeah,
If every Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, if it made you post your real picture with your real name, people wouldn't say half the shit they say online.
right. Look, they may or may not. You got some people that might feel like because they could be a keyboard warrior and still post a picture that they'll never run into this person at, at any given time.
Yeah, but it's not even about running into them. Like, you can easily search where this person works.
Yeah.
You can easily, find out other shit like that. But these people have these fake profiles where they have no data at all to find out who they are, and they feel empowered almost to say what they want with no repercussions, which is bullshit, and is one of the downfalls of the internet. The internet's great, but there's the downfall where everyone feels like they're a tough guy because they can hide behind the screen.
Yeah, which brings me to the point of where, like, a lot of these comments that's being thrown at him is now being thrown at his wife. And over the last several days, I follow Samantha on Instagram, and she's been doing nothing but screenshotting and displaying in her stories these sick comments that people are spewing at them. Like, it's like it's to the point where it's like, yo, bro, like, relax. It's unwarranted. Like something was said, do I agree with it? No. But at the end of the day, like, why is everybody out here talking about something? Yo, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna slice your head, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Like, yo, like, that's not why we're watching pro wrestling. Like, when you try to make yourself involved in what's going on the TV screen, and you're not even getting a fucking check for it. Like, you're not getting nothing for that. Like, I just feel like a lot of people, they're out here really like scratching and sniffing, trying to create viral moments to a certain extent. And because of what they're saying now, like, okay, now you're getting this moment. You're getting your moment of shine of looking like a piece of shit, of continuing to throw, throw strays at this couple. And again, like, what he said, was it right? No, hell no. And I did see that he since was apologetic about it. At the end of the day, it was said, it was uncalled for, and like, hopefully something that he can do within his own personal space with that person who's dealing with that chronic disease. That's something that I wish the best that those two can work out or on their own time. But when it comes to like the pro wrestling space, where we are with the internet, like, I'm not oblivious of it being like a toxic space, but the more I indulge into what I do see on social media, like, the shit sucks, man. Like, the shit really sucks. Like, sometimes, like, I feel good not reading, certain things, but it's like sometimes you just can't avoid it because of what the algorithm shows, because of what what you tend to view. Like, it just it just sucks, on a totally different level. But gentlemen, Mr. Woods, Mr. Moyo Fit.
I want to jump in real fast because
go ahead.
Because like last week,
the floor is yours.
Last week, like, I'm not even gonna lie. Did you guys have a show last week?
No.
So last week, early last week, I sent a text out. I was like, guys, taking a step away a little bit, like, kind of sponge myself from wrestling altogether for like a week or two, because like sometimes I just need to like disconnect from everything. And last week was one of those, and that's one of the reasons, right? Like, it's just so much toxic shit going on in the world. Like, we got wars going on and shit. Like, wrestling's supposed to be an out, and then you have people that do dumb shit online where, oh, you like AEW and I like WWE, and like, killing each other online for what promotion they like and shit. Like, don't we watch wrestling as a way of getting like out of the real world. Like, why the
Right.
fuck we gotta fight over who's right, who's wrong, who's better, who's not? It's to me, it's asinine, right? It's just it makes fans not watch stuff anymore, right?
Right.
Like, I know you guys aren't big in the deathmatch community, but like deathmatch, for example, there was this huge Facebook group called Deathmatch Elite. Shit popped off in there. They made a new group because they didn't like people in Deathmatch Elite called Deathmatch United. Now the two fucking Facebook groups fight each other within the community. Like, how stupid is that? The deathmatch community is already yay big. Let's break it apart even more, and now argue with each other.
Over the
Well,
same shit that they both like.
it's so asinine to me. Like, and then like you got people who are my friends like picking sides and stuff like that, and I'm just like, all the fuck I want to do is watch wrestling and not worry about the real world. Like, I could give two shits who likes who, what promotion you like let me just watch wrestling. And people just don't do that anymore. It's so mind numbing to me anymore.
Yeah. Nah, it's a strange time, man. And I don't know why. For some reason, I just feel like
I know
this
why.
year it's really sticking out more than what it has in you know what I mean in the past.
I blame Big Justice.
Oh God.
But no, not to be funny, right? Not to be funny, right? But
I know.
someone like that, right? Who was doing dumb shit like chicken bacon, chocolate chip cookie, right? Look at them now. People feel like because this is what I've noticed, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like people feel like because people like that, where you shoot one video and it goes viral, and boom, you're famous, right? I think people now feel like their voice needs to be heard because they're going to be the next social media superstar. They're going to be the next, you know, the next sketch or whoever you follow on social media that like blew up overnight. And I think people like are so hell bent now on trying to become that next vlogger or whatever you want to call it that they just post anything on social media now and like, bro, shut the fuck up and just enjoy life. Go touch grass, get off online. And I feel like
Right.
that's an issue now.
I don't think they're as bad as some other people that's like really trying to pull
No,
that viral
I'm not
stunt.
saying they're bad.
No,
What
no, no.
I'm saying is people
A lot of people try to emulate them.
who blew up like that because
Yeah.
they blew up overnight, right? They did the big boom and then instantly it kind of hit and it's been a slow. I'm just using it as an example of what people are trying to emulate. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just
Right.
saying that people are trying to emulate that, and unfortunately, we're stuck with people like Logan Paul now in the world because we allowed them to become famous from a couple YouTube videos.
See, that's where it really started. It
Yeah.
started with them.
Yeah, now you
You
have to do
know?
beefing with the greatest quarterback of all times. Like, bro, an NFL lineman would beat the piss out of you.
Yeah.
Like you almost got dropped by Floyd Mayweather, a 5'6", 140-pound man. An NFL lineman would kill you.
Right.
But like that is the problem. That is where it started. We allow people like that to consume our time, and now people feel like, oh, if I'm obnoxious, if I'm over the top, if I say outlandish things, it'll get me views, and that's what people do.
Yeah. To play a little devil's advocate, and Chris, I'm gonna throw it to you after this. I feel like there is accountability where like a lot of the major promotions has to take because of them following where the times are shifting, like because everything is being social media online. Not saying like that like it's a problem. Like there are ways to be able to maneuver and create your, to be creative and keep it, you know what I mean, and keep it cool, you know what I mean, on you know what I mean, for your product. But it's just now to the point where it's like everybody and their mom is doing something to try to like make that break. And like it's not the bad thing, but when you got certain seeds that take it to that level and make it, to the point where it can be toxic, it's like, all right, I see why, a lot of talent or personnel that works behind the scenes stay, to try to like gatekeep certain stuff and not really like try to like, network or even like venture out to be more vocal or more communicative, like, you know, on social media when it comes to regular people wanting to chat or, you know, man, pitch something to, you know, to bring something together. Like,
But I don't even think it's just regular people, Hawk. I think the workers fall into that kind of, they want to get viral instantly moments, and they fall into it and get. I mean, Ricochet's a case in point, right? Like, he wanted to get heel heat, so he mentioned the MS and stuff like that, and it worked. I mean, you got heel heat, but I feel like sometimes like everyone falls victim to it, where they feel like if I put something out there, it's going to get me over, or it's going to get me heat, and I feel like people don't think anymore. You know what I mean? I think that's the biggest issue.
But I think even before that comment, he was already getting the hill heat. This one was just the one that really caught.
Yeah, this
caught
was
the
on
brass, where it was like,
this was
whoa,
uncalled for.
like this was out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But Chris, I mean, the IWC, we're the same age. You know, your thoughts on, like, with the community,
Long way from the hotline, right?
what's it's been doing, you know, and on the wrestling scene, like, you know, your thoughts.
People are just fucking stupid. No other way to put it. People are stupid, and I mean, like, every which way you can think about it. They make no sense whatsoever. This is the thing. They think what they say is truth, and that's it. They don't see nothing outside of their bubble of what they feel. So they type away. They say to themselves, since I feel this way, this is what, like, reality is. Like, this,
Right.
like you, all of you are wrong. Like, pretty much. Like, what I say is what it is, and everything else you feel don't matter. And we live in a society right now where people are extremely sensitive, extremely, like, thin skin. Ricochet said this in the 80s through early 2000s. Nobody would bat an eye. It would be, honestly, it would have been oh shit, did you see what he said? Yo, he crazy. He has to know right now he cannot do that. We all know, for real wrestling fans, not you fucking casuals, real wrestling fans know he was being a heel. That wasn't Ricochet. That was Ricochet speaking. That wasn't the actual person. He was trying to do his heel shit that he's doing, but he has to know when you do that and you go all in like that, in this society, there can be consequences playing a character. Because for some reason in this wrestling bubble, people don't see you outside of your character. They think this is who you really are.
Yeah.
That's it. And then, like, again, that's why I said people are stupid, because they know he's being a character, but for some reason they lie to themselves and say, no, this is who he really is. So if we say, no, he was wrong for saying that, but he was just doing it because he's a heel, they will look at us like we're fucking retarded. Like, I know people can't even see the R word no more, but people look at us like we're fucking retarded. Like, what do you mean?
Oh, Steel Steps is canceled.
What do you mean that he can't say that? Like, just like he's not being a heel. That's how he really feels. I know he does. How do you know that? How do you know? You know him?
See, I'm gonna push back on that, Chris. Because
how you don't know? We don't know him. We don't know him.
I don't care.
The reality is we don't know the man.
I don't even care about the real person. I just feel like you call someone fat. Okay, you're being a heel. But, like, I feel like when you go to someone's page, look up this person. Like, that's what he did, right? Like, he went to this person's page to get dirt. And the dirt you came up with was this person's real life illness they're battling. To me, regardless if you're a heel or not, is a little bit of a scumbag thing to do. Like, and I get he's trying to be a heel, but there's some things that go over being a heel.
The counteract, which we said, because all that's true. All that's true. CM Punk, who is a babyface, just mentioned Roman Reigns' dead father in a promo. Do we think CM Punk is really that person to where he said, I don't give a shit what they say, I'm gonna mention your dead dad? like this. Like we know he's being a character, but you're going to have people thinking that he went outside the lines. He didn't okay this with Roman. He just went off the rails because we know him for speaking his mind so much in the past. We think right now this is definitely who he is.
But he didn't really speak about Roman's dad. He's talking about bury you next to your dad.
He's I'm gonna bury you next to your dead father. That's what he said.
Yeah,
that's what he said. That's what he said. That's what I'm saying. It's not the most horrible thing in the world to say. Trust me, it's not. I know that. But people
I would have loved if Roman would have responded with, "How about I bury you next to your fucking ugly dog?"
Now listen, that was brought up. That was on the table. But I think CM Punk was like too soon. So
which is bullshit because you can talk about his dead dad.
Now that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Dog.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
But that's still that's different, right? Because
that's what I said. That's that bubble I talk about. Because then you'll have people who will be extremely pissed off that were okay that he mentioned his dead father, but will lose their shit if you mention his dead dog.
But I think that's different because I think both guys would have had to have signed off on this, right? Like,
no, I'm just saying, trust me.
This was a fan who he went to their page to dig up dirt, and what you came back with is this person had.
That's what I'm saying. Where's what I'm saying? Where's the line of fiction from nonfiction and people getting out of their own bubble of what they perceive to be what's fact and what's just what?
But Ricochet blurred that line. That's the issue.
That's the thing, though. If we're true wrestling fans, everything about wrestling since it's been made was blurring the lines. That's the biggest thing about wrestling.
I just think that's why you're stepping over.
That's why. But see, that's why I brought up the point of like thinking about the Attitude Era, where like while we had the internet, it wasn't like at this level of the boom where like the social attention was so in real time and everybody had this ability to be able to interact with the talent.
Yeah,
so now
we couldn't tweet nothing out during that.
Right. We just watched the end of a basketball game on our cell phone while we're streaming right now across millions of platforms. Like the 90s, that wasn't even possible. We had to fucking plug our computer in with a cord and get dial up, right? Like
right. But that's why, like, we look at the shift of pro wrestling today and like how they include the internet, social media. So where it's like there's almost a thin line to really blur the lines, because this is the only way a lot of talent nowadays are being able to get over, by being able to be as social on social media.
MJF's a great point.
Yeah.
Look at him at convention.
MJF is amazingly good at blurring the lines.
Yeah, look at him at conventions, giving fans the fingers, telling them to F off and stuff. But I don't even think like, and this is gonna sound crazy, but like giving fans the fingers and telling them to F off and like telling them they're like fat and stuff, I don't think is as bad as what Ricochet did. Like, this man went to her page, found out what dirt he could, and what he came back with was, I'm gonna talk shit about your illness that you're currently battling.
Now that, like I said, playing devil's advocate, what you just said is exactly what people have been doing to him for the past 3 years. No, seriously. Let's say what it's exactly what people have been doing to him for the past 3 years. So when do he get to say enough is enough? I had enough of this shit.
The difference is the man is getting paid to be a heel.
It doesn't matter.
Take the fan shit. This
it doesn't matter.
Man who's
he doesn't get paid. He doesn't get paid to take the fan shit on social media. He gets paid to entertain us in front of a camera.
I don't agree with that because social media has become a part.
But it's no, what I said. No, it doesn't. Like I said, we're true wrestling fans. Like you said, that social media shit didn't happen. No fan could just run up on a guy and talk that shit when he's not performing, and they would have beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, I don't agree with that, because I feel like
how don't you agree? I said it's okay that you agree, but that's what happened.
Here's what I don't agree with. It's no longer you're getting paid to work your spots, do your promos, and go home. It's now, it goes beyond just that, right? It's now social media plays a large part. We've seen, for example, Rhea and Jade, whether or not that's real or not, you now see storylines spill over into social media, which I think now opens wrestlers up more to social media. I just don't think that wrestlers should be crossing that line. If fans are going to cross that line, so be it. But here's my devil advocate, right? So I work in collecting money for a business, right? If as an employee, right, I'm in character or I'm in my employee, right? And some customer is not paying me. If I go on that customer's social media page and say, "Listen here, you ugly piece of shit, where's that money?" I would get in trouble for that. And I think it needs to go all ways. When you're representing a company, you need to kind of stay in a line. And I think he crossed that line.
I get the example, but it's still different for what's happening. You're not an entertainer. It's like this, like you're
right. So
like,
that's my point.
You're not a public figure. He
Not
is.
Just that AEW don't own Ricochet's Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, so like he can do.
Well, I don't think that the company that it's for is makes it different too, right? Because,
like I said, for the last 3 years, maybe 5, this man has constantly been berated on social media for shit that he has no control over. They talk about his wife for some reason, like she's this annoyingly like this, and once again, there's a certain community of wrestling fans, whether people want to admit this or not, love, and I mean this for real. I don't give a shit. I'm going to play the race card. Love attacking certain women of a certain race. They do. Because these people like Jade ain't shit, Mercedes ain't shit, Bianca's overrated.
Speaking of Mercedes, real fast,
like this. No.
See that thing that was posted by her.
Hold on. Yeah,
hold on, real quick. Like this, like all these women constantly get attacked. Samantha, what the hell does Samantha do that people hate her so much? She's not even a goddamn wrestler, and people just are so annoyed by her because what? Because she's talented, because she could sing and play instruments. It was a great ring announcer. Y'all fucking hate her for that. Like, I don't get it. Yeah. So it's like I said.
No, I didn't like her as a ring announcer. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's say I love the ring announcer. See, I'm saying I love her as a ring announcer. So like this. So this is my thing. Ricochet, what he said was just call it what he said. It's fucked up. Because we got people, you got family members who might be suffering from that illness. So that's going to touch a nerve. That's going to hit home. Like it's like this. But once again, if you're going to give that bullshit that you do because you feel like you have the right to as a fan, you better be willing to take it too. And don't start crying. Fucking, oh my God, can you believe what he said? Well, when you was talking that shit, what's the difference?
There's a difference.
Because you're the fan, not the entertainer. Now we have an issue. I'm not once again not condoning what he said.
I'm not saying you're condoning. I think there's a huge difference. One person is paying to be there, the other person is being paid to be there.
The only difference is what? One person is the public figure. The other person is not.
One person is getting paid to be that character.
There's still two human beings. This is the reality. Once again, it's reality, not perception. It's the reality.
No, I don't agree with that.
These are two human beings talking their shit. But guess what? One has a lot more followers because he's a public figure, so he will be condemned.
That's not true.
More.
They're not two human beings. It's a human being
yes,
and a character. It's a human being and a character.
No, I'm not talking about Ricochet and two different people. I'm talking about Ricochet.
You're saying Ricochet. You earlier in the conversation, you just said Ricochet is not the person. The fan. You're saying Ricochet is not the person. So you can't then
not the person. We know he was playing. We know he was being a heel. I'm saying though, if he's saying some shit you don't like, well, how is it okay? You could talk that shit to him, but when he talks that bullshit back, now it's.
I don't think it's right for death threats or anything like that. But I also don't think it's right to attack someone's illness. Is my point.
I know, but
there's a line that as a worker and as a person who is being paid to represent someone. Should not cross.
He's not representing AEW when he said that. He was representing.
He
himself.
apologized. So someone probably from AEW got in his ear because he walked it back real fast.
Yeah, he probably did. He probably got smacked. And like, you can't do that, and he did it. He manned up and did it. But
But to say I get AEW doesn't
he's
own
not.
his
But he said
Twitter.
it's his stuff.
I
It's
get they
not. It's
don't
not
own his
AEW's.
Twitter, right? But if you don't think they monitor and a little bit control what is posted and what is deleted and what is said, you're crazy. You're crazy if you don't think.
I think they get a little bit more freedom.
I'm not saying
than
like,
what you
oh,
think.
they say you can post this or you can't post that. But if
What
they
is that?
post some shit that doesn't in line with their company values,
Because to me, AEW is a lot more lax than like the other.
oh no, I
companies.
agree with that, but I still think they definitely like if something's posted that they're not down with, they're definitely calling the wrestlers up like delete that shit now. Right? Like I still think that happens, even if they're relaxed or not. But when you were talking about Mercedes, did you guys see the horrible thing that came out this week about Mercedes?
No, I haven't
That
heard
was
nothing about her.
if you're talking about that one clickbait, it definitely was clickbait.
No, I know that, but why would someone make that? That was horrible. So there's a video when she was in WWE that I don't know who the wrestler was, but they had her up in a power bomb. And so you know how a power bomb is his
Yeah,
face.
face was there.
And the caption says Mercedes talks about how he ate my pussy.
Yeah. It said it in big
And
bold,
she
big bright bold
retweeted it.
letter.
How could someone say like make this like pretty much horrible bullshit
Yeah.
about
People, like I said, people once again, people love, and I mean love attacking her. And I'm like that. She's one of the best women wrestlers.
Oh, she is one of the best. Here's
like what do you? Why are you so mad?
I think she's the best.
That's it. No,
Yeah.
she is. Next thing, right
Yeah.
now, I give EO that credit. EO's the shit.
See, I don't see it. With,
EO Sky is the best women's wrestler out there. She makes everybody look good. That's the attribute of a great wrestler. If you could put a great match on with everybody, whether you win or lose, you are that. Like this was a Mercedes.
Yeah, I mean, listen, she's good.
Mercedes
but I
right there. I'm giving EO just a little bit, but Mercedes right there. Mercedes is my favorite WWE women's wrestler.
You know who's my favorite and never gets enough love ever? Willow.
I think she started to.
I've never seen a bad Willow match.
I think she started to. I think people are finally starting to get it.
Yeah.
Like we've been singing her praises for years.
Like I can speak to this. That Athena match, her and Athena.
Oh, that
might be one of the best matches I've ever seen live.
That was amazing.
A long show. You can
the match a little bit. The no holds bar match with her fucking who's the world champion? Not the ex world champion. What's my girl name? The tall chick, the big John.
Megan Bain.
I know not Megan Bain. I know, I love her. Who was just the world champion there? She just lost it.
Oh, you talking about Statlander?
The Statlander.
Oh, Statlander.
That match they had, that that match was the shit.
Yeah.
They was going hard at each other. And then like I said, but I think people are starting to get it. Like they are. Like I think she'll be world champion within the year.
Yeah.
They should have pulled the trigger on her at that ROH we were at, Hawk. They should have pulled that trigger.
I thought they were. In a way, I'm kind of glad they did it. Because to me, I feel like now, damn, look, since that event, Athena is still champion.
She's still champion. She's still champion, bro. She said she's trying to break this is crazy.
Sammartino's record.
Yo, that would be phenomenal.
That's a long ass record.
I feel so bad because I think nobody would give a shit. I'm so sorry. I did Athena. I love you. But I don't think nobody would care because it's ROH.
Because wait, then Bruno had the title for like damn near 5 years, right?
He had it longer than that, dude.
I think it was longer than that, Hawk.
He had it for like 8.
Was it 8? Okay.
Or something like that. It was a long time. And it's crazy. He had 2 long ass reigns. Like he had it that first time for the longest reign, lost it, and then he won it again and had it again for like another 3 years or some shit.
Yeah.
This is before us, people. This is the WWF days.
Yeah, way before our time. But
yeah, that's what I was like, when did this happen? It was like WWF. What?
I used to didn't think it existed at one point.
Yeah, I was
like, that ain't real. I was like, stop lying.
Bob Backlund was the champion for 5 years.
Yeah.
Like that shows you how wrestling was back then.
To this day still blows my mind like Bob Backlund, because I just never see it. I never.
He was bro back then, and this is said they say he was the true pure baby face because he was just this what they call white meat baby face. I never understood that term, but they said they call him white meat baby face.
7 years, 8 months.
Bruno.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was it was like 7 years. Yeah, so like she's on year 4.
Who fucking knows?
That's what I'm saying. I don't even know. Roman had it for 4, right?
Did he have it for that long?
Roman had it for 4. He had it from 2020.
Yeah, this is year 4. She's as of today, she's had it for 1,196 days.
And so Roman had it for 200 more days.
204 what?
200 more days than Athena right now.
Okay, 200 more days. So she'll beat
for
that
1,300 days.
Okay. So
What is
she'll
something
beat
wild?
So if she holds on to it by the end of this year, that will be a full 4 years because she won it in December 10th.
Roman held the title for 1,300 days, and he had 30 successful title defenses.
Nice. Crazy. That's crazy.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
Perfect time to be the champ, but then also too, that's when you got to talk to your creative department on that one. Y'all not building around it.
Yeah, but you know what though? That's how it was in the 80s.
Yeah,
because the guys didn't defend their titles like that.
Yeah,
they would maybe
especially in the territories.
Especially in the territories, yeah, they would defend it on house shows, maybe like the territory, but you would never see it. They said Ric Flair was notorious for that. He would go territory to territory defending the NWA championship. Yeah. But it was like we didn't know that. Like
they were literally like whores back then. Whoever paid the most is where they were going.
That's where they went. Basically. It was no exclusive contract, so they can go wherever they wanted to.
I will say, shout out to MJF. He's been taking a lot more indie bookings and putting the AEW title on the line.
Yeah. You're trying to take it back. I give, you know what, real shit, as much people, even though I think a lot of people like really love him and fucks with MJF, he's a real like student of the game. Like he knows a lot of the old school shit and like really like admires and gives respect to the people before him. Like I said, he said to this day, he said one of his people he wanted to fight was Roddy Piper, and I was like, I get that. Like, cause
when that man's contract is up, both companies are giving him a blank check.
They have to,
because they like listen. Honestly,
all it is what number is
the biggest gates AEW had year over year. MJF is on the marquee of the card. MJF does numbers. Like people tune in to see MJF. I think it's the first time in like years, in the months, that AEW outdid NXT on a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
MJF's champion. Like MJF does numbers. This man is what, 26?
Yeah, right. Stupid young.
He is going to get paid.
So my thing is too, though, even though I know he can go to the, because he's an entertainer, he could definitely fit the WWE style.
Oh, he could show up tomorrow and be.
Yeah. My question is, how much is he willing to filter himself down, though, to do? Because he can't be 100% himself in WWE. TKO just ain't gonna allow that.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I wasn't gonna talk about AEW this soon. I was gonna wait on it, but since we're already talking about it, I mean, at this point, I don't think anyone is like oblivious to what the pay-per-view was on Sunday, AEW Revolution, which he did retain the AEW World Championship by defeating Hangman Adam Page in a Texas
shout out to Terry Funk
death match. Yeah, the inspired trunks. Yeah, like them drinks, that was dope. Like overall, like that pay-per-view was phenomenal, man, from start to finish. Like, of course, was it long? We already knew that was going to be the case. Like, but I'm so sorry because damn, what match was it? I think it was after the 2 out of 3 falls match. I was like, all right, cool. The main event coming up. I said I could put this on in the bedroom. And then sure enough, wrong. We still had the Bandito match and
Which
the
was fire.
which was fire. And then we had that 6-man tag match with Darby and them going up against Gabe Kidd and them. Like I was like, damn, I totally forgot about that. So I ended up falling asleep on the Texas Death Match. I had to watch it in the morning. Like I was like, God damn it! I was like, AEW, y'all got me. Yeah, like y'all got me.
No.
But still was a great pay-per-view.
Before we jump into the pay-per-view, shout out to Bandito. This man, just kills it every match he's in.
I say every time I get.
I ain't gonna lie. I was nervous about Bandito's stint, like in AEW on this particular roster versus being on the Ring of Honor roster, because I was under the perception like he might have been getting lost in the sauce after Brody.
He was at first.
Pivot,
he was at first,
and and being on the singles run. But this match with him and Andrade, like I don't. This dude, he's on a
reminding
total different level right now.
He's
like his in ring ability.
As like I give Andrade credit, as much as a whore he is. All right, we ain't gonna forget that he's a whore. But what's his name? But he just goes wherever fucking companies just like give you money. I give you my body.
But I blame WWE for that too, bro. Because how hard did they try to make him learn English? Like, just let this man fucking wrestle.
Yeah, just let him wrestle. Yeah, just let him wrestle. He has the look that you want. This man, like I don't give a shit. The man's gorgeous. He's like this. He can wrestle his ass off. It's like just let him beat him, and fucking then like this. You see how over he's getting so over just by taking his pants down. And this thing about it, this is the thing about it. He has on regular wrestling trunks underneath. I know it's a big deal. He's taking his pants. I'm like, wait a minute. The Rock has been wearing that shit forever. Like Stone Cold, Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior. Like that's the same shit they always been wearing. Why is this such a big deal now? It's like he does it. It's like, oh my God. I'm like, what? What is it? It's like,
I don't want to go way left for what you're saying, but you just put me in the mind of dodgeball. But it's got to be the hair, Cotton. It's got to be the hair.
It must be. He grew his hair out and freaking bleached it, and next you know, whole different person. Whole different person. My man got jacked. He been hitting the weights.
Yeah. No, that's a fact, though. But yeah, no, like overall, like solid pay-per-view. Aside from that Bandito Andrade match, was any other matches that like really stood out to y'all that like really caught your eye?
Well, obviously, as a fan of deathmatch, the main event was killer, but there was some pushback within the deathmatch community, especially for some of the workers. For one post, an example.
It's gotta be the hair, Cotton. It's beautiful, feathered and lethal.
Sorry. I knew I had that soundbite somewhere.
I'm about to say you had that soundbite.
I did. For an old tweet years ago.
That's a great movie.
It's gotta be the hair, Cotton. But no, go ahead. About the deathmatch community. I think I got a feeling what you about to talk about as far
Some
as
of the
like,
people pushed back because like one of the workers posted like it's great to see it on a national stage, but like he just felt bad for the guys who bust their ass every single week for hot dogs and handshakes.
You gotta say yeah, for $50
for next to nothing to keep that genre of wrestling alive, and they never get recognition or airtime or anything like that. And you have these two guys who do it there, and like, oh my God, these guys are crazy. But meanwhile, these like, and he actually named Matt Tremont, for example. He's like, this guy kills himself 2 times a weekend to keep the genre alive, and put him on AEW. He would kill it on a national televised event, but they don't get the recognition. And I didn't think about it at first, right? I thought it was like just all rainbows and sunshine, that it was deathmatch on TV regardless. But I didn't think about like, there's no deathmatch without the workers, and these guys should get highlighted also.
No, that's valid. It's definitely valid. Chris, what was you about to say?
I'm not even sure, to be honest. Oh, it's about the swerve. That was about the swerve match. It was like this. It was like, I was like, I just want to continue. I want to see how far left he's going to go. Like this, when Ospreay came out, cool. I mean, Omega. When Omega came out, it's cool. Clearly, that's going to be the next thing between them two. Like, is he going to try? Is he going to try to kill Kenny? This is what I want to know. Is he really going to like try to like go to that next level of I'm the most dangerous man in AEW? Like, just because Kenny Omega is basically a part timer now. So if this is the perfect person to like really like try to kill, so he could go away again for a little while.
Right.
So,
well,
I want to see how this plays out with Swerve, because I love this Swerve character.
I mean, with what transpired on Wednesday, like he want Kenny's power as far as like taking that EVP role. So now we're just awaiting for Omega's response to Swerve's Swerve's.
Oh, quick question. Sorry, like this since how do we feel about Ronda Rousey?
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I like this.
Head scratcher. It was a head scratcher for me.
It was a head scratcher. I'm not gonna say it was a head scratcher.
I'll tell you why.
Go ahead. I'll let you say it before I explain why I enjoyed it.
Because her big event coming up is on Netflix.
Yeah.
WWE has a huge contract with Netflix. So to me, knowing that I'm not understanding how Netflix allowed that is what my guess. Like no, you need to be on Raw promoting that match on Netflix. Like that's why I was confused. I was like, wait, she's on the competitor's show pretty much, because that's what it is, right? It's the competitor.
Yes.
AEW is Netflix's competitor.
Yeah, Paramount and Netflix are basically the biggest competitors now when like trying to get content. I don't know. Ronda Rousey confuses me. Like honestly, that's the best thing I can say. Like she confuses me. I've never seen a person who contradict themselves so much. Like there's no Ronda Rousey hate. Honestly, I don't care about her enough to hate her. To be honestly, I don't. I just never like. It amazes me. It doesn't amaze me how popular she is, because she made women's MMA as popular as it is because of her. So I get why she's popular. I just don't get why she's still this person of like, oh my God, Ronda is like, I don't get it at this point. I know I know why, but I just don't get why.
Big in the MMA market, in the wrestling world, not so big per se, but I think if they were to do this right, they can actually build something out of this. And I'm speaking in regard to her possibly facing Toni Storm in the future.
She's done.
Well, that's going to happen. That's clearly going to happen.
She's done.
Who's done?
Tony's done for a while.
I heard she was. Yeah, I heard she got written off. Was that?
They're saying several months.
Is it an injury?
Yeah, she's hurt. They wrote her off because she got hurt. So we'll see. She'll probably be going beyond Ronda's match. So we'll see if Ronda, because Ronda likes to disappear, right? Like
she has to.
UFC.
She can't take bumps and then prepare for actual.
No, but like even when she was at UFC, right? Like she'd fight, she'd come out of like hibernation, do the media that she needed to do, but then she would disappear again, and you wouldn't see anything from her.
Wait, when's that MMA event?
May, I think 23rd or 15th or something.
So actually, that could work, because he said that Tony's gonna be out for several months, but All In until August. Is it end of August, right?
May 16th.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
that match has got to be an All In.
Yeah.
No,
so maybe
make it in New York.
Maybe develop a storyline where as though it was Ronda that actually took out Toni, that put her on the shelf. That means we'll probably get Mina and Ronda, maybe Double or Nothing, and clear yet, and we like get those teasers until we get closer to All In, and then it's like, oh yeah, she's officially clear. Now you can fight her, like, you know, to build it up for the pay-per-view. I think it will sell.
I mean, it will, just because she, like I said, she's a big name. She's a very divisive figure, just period. Like I told you, she says stuff and you just be like what? Like just like, oh God, just go away. Like she does at times have go like that. It's one like Joey likes to say, that go away heat.
Oh,
I believe
she's the definition of go away heat.
Yeah, she definitely has that go away heat. But like once again, she's such a huge name from where she came from in MMA. Is like I said, I get why they're doing it, but I'm just like, I don't feel like the fans really care for it. It's just like, all right.
Honestly, I think for it to work, she may have to hang around the Blackpool Combat Club a little bit. You know, allow Moxley to maybe speak on her behalf a time or two, or maybe even Maria.
See, I think she'd have been perfect in Don Callis' family. Like having like Don Callis kind of being her Paul Heyman, to me would have been perfect.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we're definitely going to get a potential babyface on Andrade at some point, because you know he not about
he wasn't down
about, you know, getting a briefcase, give me the money from MJF. I was like, I thought we weren't working for him. Like, I definitely think something
because he's getting those reactions every time he pulls his damn pants down. And she's like,
AEW, if you leave that man pants alone, it's like,
AEW's like, you know what? We got something here.
But you know something? The only kind of real like negative thing I can say about AEW right now is they do too many like solo promos backstage.
Yeah.
Like WWE, for example, right? Like you rarely see like a person just standing in the back looking at the camera doing a promo with no one else around. You see that too much in AEW, and to me it like, I don't know, it comes off almost like cringy. Like, for example, they did this week with Omega. Like it to me it's just like either have an interviewer back there or have the wrestler interacting with someone else. Like just standing back there looking at the camera speaking themselves, to me just kills it. It just kills the whole vibe.
Right. I'll tell you this. That whole episode of Dynamite on Wednesday kind of killed my vibe from the pay-per-view alone.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, like, wait a minute. Like, you had all of this going on. Not saying that like Christian and Copeland wasn't a part of the show, but just like the way when Wednesday's show was written, it was weird.
I knew right off the bat the show was going to be strange when the coffin match was the middle of the card.
That's another thing. I didn't even like that match. Like,
it was rushed.
It was rushed. Honestly, it was pointless. To me, I felt like you killed that story on Sunday.
They've been killing Gabe Kid.
Yeah.
Like instantly killed his vibe.
I don't know why. Like that's odd. And then like, how you gonna do that when you also just brought in Dave Finlay?
Dave Finlay,
like it's just that was just weird. Like to me, I felt like they should have won on Sunday, and then Darby get the retribution on Wednesday.
Yeah.
That would make sense. But then you got the babyface going over twice. Like that was just flat out off. But
and also, I love Darby.
When's Switchblade coming back?
He's hurt, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. When he's coming back?
Yeah, I don't know when he's coming back, but
that's what they're waiting for. That's what they're waiting for. With the dogs, that's what they're waiting for.
Does Darby and MJF excite anyone? It doesn't really do anything for me.
No, to be honest with you, Darby going for a title doesn't excite me.
It doesn't.
Not like what it did when it was back during the 4-pillar era.
Yeah, I told you
when everybody was going.
Once again, that's the one thing with AEW. I feel like at times, and WWE is criminal for this too. They're guilty of this. Like it's like when somebody's like the iron, like this, like they're hot. It's like right now is the time to do it. They don't pull the trigger. AEW doesn't really do it that often either. It's like sometimes they do, but a lot of times they don't. And when they don't, it's not even that we are like mad at it. We just be like, oh damn, y'all just missed out on another
Yeah.
one. All right.
Yeah.
But I think the reason why they miss is for different. I think WWE misses on purpose because a lot of times when that like strike 'em on the iron hot thing happens, it's when guys got over on their own without WWE's help. So they deliberately miss it because they're like, "Fuck you, you're not getting over without my help."
Yeah, it's just
Where
they
with
do it.
AEW, I think it's just an oversight by Tony Khan. You know, he has so much shit going on. He doesn't like to really relegate. So I think that happens. But you know, another thing that didn't click for me this week, that entire Direct to Express segment.
Yeah.
It just came off cringy as fuck.
Yeah. No, I agree. Definitely agree.
Like if your friend never watched AEW before and you showed them this week's episode, they'd be like, "You fucking watch this?" Like seriously. Like you have the coffin match in the middle of the show, and then you have Darby pretty much challenge for the title. Like just at the end of the match with no pop at all. And then to end the show, you have Cope and Christian like kind of like tug of war with the Young Bucks. Like to me, it felt like the segments were out of place.
Yeah. The segments were out of place, and that can also be told based on the fans and reactions. Like the reactions were mid, like damn near the entire show.
Also, what the fuck was that coffin?
Yeah.
It's like it almost seemed like fuck, we forgot to get a coffin. Let's find a box.
Yeah, let's
spray paint it a little bit.
Let's go to Home Depot and build one.
Yeah,
like that was definitely
what happened.
We in a recession, coffins be expensive.
Right. But
they got the money.
But what really pissed me off, and I don't know, y'all might disagree with me on this.
I disagree.
I knew you would. Say no. Why the fuck was Will Ospreay wrestling so soon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
why?
He came back early. But here's another thing, right? He had this huge neck procedure, right, that kept him out for a long time and stuff.
Right.
And then the first fucking move he does back is a backflip off the top rope, landing on his neck area.
Yeah.
How does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I'm a little bit torn with that because, excuse me, sorry. As much as I'm like, I cringe when it happened, at the same time, I'm like, oh, that's cool. My man gives no fucks. All right, bet. He's showing people I'm not scared. I'm still doing my shit. I'm gonna be me. He's gonna be him. It's clear. Like he's just gonna be like, listen, this is what I do. Like I don't give a shit. He shouldn't think that way. He shouldn't, especially for longevity and just help his own personal health. But I like the fact he's still going for it. Like I do. Like just like you look, this is who he is, and this is like he's not. I'm trying to say he's not gonna take his foot off the gas. He's gonna keep doing this shit. Should he? Nah, not really. But like,
I mean, I get that he's gonna be him, but let him do that on a bigger stage.
Yeah, they're watering these guys down, like having Okada fight in a nonsense 3-way, in a nonsense. I mean, 6-man match on a random Wednesday night. Like, remember when these guys when Omega and Okada and Ospreay were predominantly New Japan only, it felt like an important match when they actually did wrestle, right?
Right.
Now you got these guys, Ospreay and Okada, both fighting on a random Dynamite on a random Wednesday night. Like to me, that just seems ass backwards, right? Like save these guys. Yeah. Like when's the last time Roman fought on a random Raw?
Yeah. Brock Lesnar has not wrestled
Raw God
or
knows,
SmackDown. Like I think the last time Brock wrestled on a WWE live show is when he beat Kofi Kingston in 8 seconds.
And that was so long ago. That was the first SmackDown on Fox.
On Fox, yeah, that's the last time he wrestled wrestled on a live WWE show.
Kofi put in the word and asked him to get payback for everyone.
Yeah, yo, so this what happened. Somebody Kofi
tweeted.
Mm. Look,
Do this for Bobby, Biggie, and Kofi.
Listen. Kofi walked, so Oba could bulldoze.
Yo, Oba was crying. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he didn't think that crowd was going to react to him the way they did. They was giving him the Goldberg chat.
He's a star.
Oh,
Yo, shoot him.
26
and Trick 20. Yo, he is scary young. Like, how do you look like that at 26?
Bro, a face. Here's WWE's main event in 5 years for the next 10 years. Trick Williams as a face versus heel MJF is literally going to write blank checks for WWE in 5 years.
Oh, for sure.
That is a feud with them two on the mic. I can even flip flop and have Trick be heel and MJF be face, but them two on the mic is going to be like Rock Austin, I think.
I want Trick Williams to be the world champion now. Like, I'm not even joking. I mean, I'm making joke like
See,
right
I'm like, we're talking about young guys that came from NXT, and I don't know why, but just like his vibes and stuff, I'm higher on Javon Evans.
I like it. I want to be the top mid card guy. I still want him to, I still want him to like a little bit excel like this. Like he that guy. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
like, he got it, but he likes in.
He's too goofy though. He's very goofy
because he's Gen Z.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's Gen Z, 22 years old. He's that Gen Z group.
I forget who talked about him a little bit recently. One of the legends talked about him.
Don't bring him up.
Hey, listen, Kevin Nash sounds like an out of touch old man, but at the same time, I do see what he's saying. Like there's times where like you know what I mean. Like you just gotta be a little more serious. Like I get it. Like you're selling the younger generation with your 6-7 shirts, which I had to buy my son one now and stuff. But
which I found funny because Kevin Nash was always the tall, goofy guy. Like when he started being himself, he was goofy all the time. Like there were like I look back at all they little like much as I love the Click and Wolfpack NWO, as I look back as their jokes back in the day, I was like, yo, these motherfuckers was corny. It's like
remember the fake cast?
Oh yeah. I was actually just watching that not long ago.
I don't know, something about Javon Evans. Like he's got all the in-ring ability. I just wish he would.
I want Trick to be the champion now. Like whatever happens after Cody or Randy Orton, Trick should beat them within the next week.
But speaking of Trick, how about Trick getting the win over Jacob Fatu on Friday?
Yeah, what the hell? Like I get it, I'm with it, but like, hey, stop WWE. Y'all need to
I missed it. Was it clean?
Hell no, of course not.
No, it's not. But
you knew Dirty Drew intervened, and
I know what WWE's doing.
Jacob the match.
But
I mean, I know it.
figure it out with Jacob. Y'all need to figure it.
Yeah, they missed the mark with Jacob.
We said WWE does the same thing criminally with missing on people. Jacob was the hottest thing in WWE when he first came. Y'all dropped the ball so bad on him. So bad. Like I'm gonna
give him a pass on this, bro. I'm gonna give him a pass because I think they were ready to pull the trigger, and Jacob got hurt.
Yeah,
I guess so. Yeah, but then
I truly think if he doesn't get hurt, Drew never wins the belt.
And Chris, I don't think he's really that, far back, like as far as like, in his situation now in WWE. Now, if he's like, relegated to the point where he's in storylines with like The Miz or like somebody else has like low tier, then it's like,
I feel so bad.
What are y'all doing?
I feel so bad every time somebody says some mid-card person, the first person they say is The Miz. It's like, come on, bro. Give my man some respect. Like, don't do that to him.
I mean, he's a vet, but he's mid-tier.
Listen, the first SmackDown after WrestleMania, he's challenging whoever comes out with the title. I think he beats the piss out of Drew at Mania. And I think the first SmackDown after Mania, he's staking his claim for the title.
That'd be
You
cool.
got to.
Okay.
If
So
not,
to-
you're gonna
if
fall
you-
into an LA Knight situation where the only
if
way.
know what's true to like this is future booking in my head. It's not going to happen. But like, if you want the biggest pop ever, especially for like a Money in the Bank type thing, have Trick win Money in the Bank because that music hits and he has that briefcase and that whoop that Trick shit comes on. They gonna lose their goddamn minds.
You know
Like,
what? Him and
lose their mind.
if we had like our own like little you know what I mean, odds, I think him and Dom might be neck and neck on like winners to win Money in the Bank right now.
Yeah, I agree with that totally. They're 1-1, but 1-1A.
Yeah. I think between those two, shoot, and Joey, you talking about future WrestleMania. How about Trick and Dom? I can see that in the future.
I can see that because Dom actually this
See, I'm not as high on Dom as everyone
this
else.
continued heel run with Dom surprisingly is still working. Because
Yeah.
I thought it was I was for sure they was gonna make him a face after last year's
Right.
WrestleMania.
Chris, shout
I
out to
was
your
for
boy
sure.
with the impromptu run-ins on, you know me, on your screen.
Yeah, my son. He just don't,
I'm messing with
you tell they ain't got school tomorrow. Like,
You got school?
nah, eat.
Oh,
Who is
snap.
here?
Yeah, nah, you good. He was like, you know, so I'm gonna run in on his shot. Like, what up? No, it's like no.
Yeah.
But no, I can see Dom. I can see Dom and Trick in the future. You know, some
No,
future.
Dom definitely. The
future
people
main
still
event.
that's with Dom because Dom is still a huge Latino star. Obviously Mexican. He's over. He's the most over thing in the freaking AAA right now.
Yeah,
And he's not even always there. Like their baby. He turned their baby face, their top baby face heel because how popular he is.
Mhm.
Crowd was booing their top freaking face.
Put some respect on Vikingo.
That's what I'm saying. They start booing him. Dom came in. They was like, "Oh, we don't want you. We have Dom now."
Ass. That's our guy. But speaking of guys, that contract signing that took place last Friday, which we then, you know, had the Viper snapping out on Cody.
We all knew that was coming, but
I'll be honest, I hated it.
I just say I wasn't like
I felt it was forced.
me too. I feel like that wasn't. It was
What?
like okay,
Yep.
it was forced. That was like okay, we can't have two faces going into WrestleMania. Cody definitely can't be the heel. So Randy, go do what we know you're going to do, but do it immediately.
I get it for the story purposes,
Yeah.
but I feel like how Cody delivered as far as like what he was saying, you know what I mean, for what he wanted Orton to bring, you know what I mean, for what he wanted, you know what I mean, Orton to bring for the match. Like he egged him on to be that way. Like that was Cody's fault for getting his ass kicked the way he did.
Heel Orton is best Orton.
I mean, it is, but
It is. And
let it gradually, you know what I mean, get to that
let
point.
it bubble, let
Like-
it bubble some before. Like this is the thing. Orton's in the twilight of his career, still in great shape, still can go. We know that, but yes, he's in the twilight of his career. All his peers that he like started with retired. John Cena just retired, Batista retired, Dolph Ziggler is still wrestling, but he's not there no more. The Miz is in the
But
twilight.
even Dolph came a couple years after.
What's his name? Yeah, but he's still in that tier. He's still in that tier with them. What's his name? So like, I'm saying all that because people are at the stage where Randy Orton's a tweener. Even if he's a heel, he's still going to get a lot of people cheering him. Like a lot of people were still cheering him.
Well, that's
even
the
though
fear. That's why they rushed it, because the fear is that Randy is Randy, right? He'll always be Randy. I think the fear is you can't have a Mania where Randy's being cheered and Cody's being booed. So they jumped the gun a little bit here to kind of give themselves a couple weeks to really push home Cody's a heel. Cody's a face and Randy's the heel.
Yeah, well, he better keep doing shit like that every single week. like
Who was
I'm
he on the
serious.
phone with?
Yeah, I was going to bring that up. Like, yeah,
I don't know.
who do y'all think was on the phone?
Is Bob Orton still alive?
Yeah,
Yes.
That's the logical choice to me. Because he said that he's gonna show that wrestling has more than one family, right? So
Right.
why wouldn't
Yeah,
he
so
bring his family in?
Yeah, it's gotta be his dad. That way he can attack his dad. Because when Randy does, it's gonna be fine.
You know, I was going to bring up Christian when we was having a conversation earlier, because it's like fans expect him to talk about wrestlers' dead fathers. Like,
People were loving it,
yeah,
losing their shit, laughing. You're dead. Loving it, loving it. Wasn't getting death threats though, was he?
nah.
Wonder why.
Because he did it to another worker. There's a difference.
Wonder why.
There's a difference when a person says it to another worker, where it's a pre-approved line, but rather than a wrestler who goes on a fan's page to look for shit to talk shit about, and the first thing they do is talk about their illness. There's a huge difference there.
Yeah, I get it.
Huge.
Oh, yes, I get it.
Like if Ricochet on Wednesday night would have been in the ring with Omega, and so that's why you got MS, I'd have been like, oh shit, he just said that. But because he said it to a fan, I think it changes the whole perspective. Like, I'm not mad he said that someone had MS. I'm mad that he said it to a fan. That's my problem. Is because we know, listen, wrestling's fake, right? So these
that on here.
these promos are not real. So saying someone's dad is dead is not the same as telling a fan that's why you have MS. It's not equivalent.
Yeah, but if that's the case, fans should know that knowing that F word, and shouldn't be commenting on wrestler stuff, saying the things that they say.
What F word?
With the F word that you said about wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
I don't say that on here. It's
No.
still real to me, damn it. It's like, no. Look, that's a stone cold hypocrite move there, saying like it's still real to me, damn it. I'm talking about, so you not saying the F word on here,
Yeah.
knowing what the F word is saying.
I just think it's different. I just think that's my biggest thing is, like, I have no problem with what he said. I have a problem with who he said it to. That's my beef, not what, it's who.
Right. No, I got you.
Worker to worker, say whatever the fuck you want.
Chris, you funny. But no, it's funny because it's like every time I see Christian now, as soon as he come out, like I'm like, oh yeah, he about to say it. But then when both him and Edge came out to confront the Young Bucks last night, I'm like, wait, Young Bucks,
their
dad's still alive. Like, that's what I'm about to say. It ain't gonna hit, you know.
So you gonna say, yes, what your father never loved you.
Right.
You gotta go talk the next best thing. Like,
your dad is a loser.
Why don't we let his sons come out here dressed like jackasses every week?
Yeah. I'm actually more intrigued about where that whole tag team like division is gonna go now with Adam Copeland, Christian in the mix, Young Bucks, in the mix, FTR still holding on to the titles, and then like you still got like new talent that just arrived, like with the Rascals and like Bang Bang Club. Like it's
WWE at a spite is not gonna let Johnny Gargano go.
Yeah. At this point, probably not.
They're not gonna let. They're gonna be like, nope, you're with us for another 2 years.
Honestly, and I hate to say this, his gimmick now, him doing that planking stuff backstage, is probably like getting him over more than anything he's done. That's sad. Although
Johnny,
the E for entertainment.
Johnny, amazing. It's like he's an amazing wrestler. It's just something about, he just honestly just have no aura, like to where it's like he has that thing that makes you like he used to have the sympathy baby face thing, but
he was over in NXT, but for some reason it's not getting over on the main roster.
But say on the main roster it's not translated because the NXT is like this, right? And when you're like you can really feel the person's like emotions or stuff. But we get to that giant crowd. like it has to be more something to it to not just the gimmick. The personality has to attract too. That's
Right.
that's how Brian Danielson attracted people in. He brought his personality to
Yeah.
everybody too. It wasn't just the gimmick. It was like it was more than just all right. Once the yes started going over and he saw people were like making fun of it, it was like, okay, I got to use this now. So like, I mean, so it's like he got it. I don't know what Johnny can do. Like I said, but the Plankin thing, like I said, seemed to be working. So we'll see if it leads to anything.
Yeah.
First, I didn't get it. I was like, Plankin, he's doing that shit again. Why are you doing that?
Right. like he going through his emotions.
Shout out to Danhausen. He's actually been making me laugh a little bit. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, a little bit.
I said a little bit, not a lot of bit, but a little bit.
Right. Well, he getting his catchphrase over with everyone. You are cursed. Like that. Hey, look,
selling them t-shirts,
sells. Right?
Selling them t-shirts. I think that's what we care about more than anything. Honestly, he's like, I got Russell.
Right. No, for sure.
Making hundreds of thousands of dollars on t-shirts. Why not just do this shit?
Honestly, like at this point, I probably wouldn't even wrestle. Look, put me on commentary. Make me a backstage reporter, something.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. If you can get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars from just merch and like making appearances, like I would just do that. Like I would have the best job in the world.
Right. Do y'all remember like kind of going back on the Miz, like before the Miz like was like working full time in the ring, like he was like that in arena host, like during like Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah. Do you remember? Oh my God! Do you remember Hawk? You don't remember this at all. Trust me. Joey doesn't remember this shit at all. But do you remember when him and John Morrison used to have a show? Was it called the Dirt Sheets?
Oh yeah.
That shit used to crack me up, yo.
Yeah.
Like they were hilarious. I was mad when they stopped it. It was like the old Dirt Sheets with John Morrison. They were hilarious.
Speaking of which, he looks very different now that he's bald.
They shaved his head. Yeah, he shaved his head, right?
Yeah, it was apparently he lost a match stipulation and ended up cutting his hair off.
Yeah, loser shaves his head, right?
Yeah,
did he just want to do that? Because sometimes wrestlers do that. When they want to shave their head, they have the stipulation. Loser shaves his head.
I got to go back and look at the actual match. Like,
that's why Kurt Angle did it, because he wanted to shave his head.
Right.
That's why Big Show did it, because he wanted to shave his head. Because it's like, why else have that match? You didn't even because they didn't even have that much hair anyway at the time. It was like,
right.
So, but they wanted to shave their head, so that's why they had that stipulation.
Mm-hmm. Let's jump on to this Punk Reigns segment that took place at the end of Raw on Monday.
It's getting dark.
Yeah. for the old heads.
Getting dark.
So that's all it takes nowadays, to call somebody old.
Like just like this. You're old.
Right. I was like, oh wow. Like that's all it took.
You said he's gonna be next to his dead father. But he called you old, and that was you couldn't take that.
He told him, he said that for him trying is making everybody look terrible. I was like, who is talking for Roman right nowadays? Like that was cool blooded, but
Roman's got leaps and bounds because his old promos was the worst. They made me cringe. I know it was the old perv writing this shit for him and making him do stuff and all that, but these promos are just funny. He does that slow, methodical, like he's like it's not Jake the Snake-ish, but he's like that just slow talk and just, but then he just gets a little animated to put home what he's saying. So it's hilarious.
I do feel like he tapped in a little bit. I hate to put the correlation to the battle rap scene, but what's the boy? Damn, I'm trying to think. I can't think of his name, but I can picture him who he battled. and it went viral not long ago. The one boy, he was like, "I look better, I dress better, we're pretty than yours." Like you know,
Your Honor.
Your Honor. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it kind of put me like into the mind like when Your Honor was talking to whatchamacallit, my man from New York,
Lou Castro.
Lou Castro. There you go. Yeah, like it put me in the mind of him talk. Your Honor talking to Lou. I was like, hey, I said this all sound a little familiar. Like when Roman was talking to Punk about it, and then when he landed that old line. But right now that we know, Punk Roman and Cody Randy, the two top main event matches for Mania. Like, as a fan, how excited on a scale of 1 to 10 you're anticipating to watch this match?
Which
matches? Both matches.
Yeah, I'm interested. Honestly, I'm interested in Punk and Roman because to me, it's a match that should happen. I would have been more interested if Punk was a heel. To be honest, what's the name of it? Punk was the heel now because they're basically two faces. Fight each other. That's why they had to rush Randy to be a heel because they can't do a two-face main event at WrestleMania. They just not going to let that happen.
See, I think had they went against the grain and allowed it to happen, to let it like develop during Mania, I think it would have worked.
You know how scared WWE is?
I know
they scary as hell. They a bunch of pussies. That's why they not letting. I'm a WWE. I'm a diehard WWE fan, but I call like I said, they're a bunch of pussies. They're
right.
Not, when's the next time you think we're going to see a women's main event again?
Right. Not for nothing to go way left. Luka Doncic just had 60 points tonight.
Jeez.
Yeah, sorry about that. It just flashed on the screen, but yeah, like no, I think that would have worked. Like if they'd allowed him to develop into that Viper mode at Mania, like within the match, like I feel like that tells a story. Like it
does, but I just don't like I said. So I don't know. Like the main events, they're not horrible. Like just Cody's gonna do his thing, so he's gonna get people emotionally attached as the match gets closer and closer because that's what he does. He's very good at that. He knows how to pull on people's heartstrings to get them sucked into where even if they don't want to see it, they're going to be like, but let me check this out. This is getting a little intriguing now. And Randy's going back to the Randy that makes him the most popular, pretty much, is him being a like evil, like basically dickhead. So it's like, so it's intriguing, but
you know what? Looking back at that segment, the contract signing, if Cody didn't egg him on and they just naturally signed the contracts, and Randy decided to punt him in the nuts, I probably would have respected that more than Cody having to try to egg him on to become that Viper move. Because it still would have came out of left field, but it would have been even better where it was out of left field without the encouragement, like saying that you need the best, you want the best version of Randy Orton to to show up at WrestleMania. Like, you telling them, like, like, this, like, y'all been good buds for for so long, but I know what what's deep inside of Paul's, what the way Randy can think. He knows where his his mental can go and flip at a dime. Like, if that's the case, like, shit, let it happen. Like, look, like, let it happen. But that's just my thoughts.
No, they're not bad thoughts. We're gonna see. I preferred it that way too. That way, Randy could play the whole. Like I said, he did his career as an angle of this may be my last opportunity. Headline of WrestleMania, be a main event at or co-main event at WrestleMania. My last chance at a world championship. Like this, I'm getting to the last stages of my career. Like this, like I want to do whatever it takes to make it happen.
Yeah,
like this. I don't give a damn if I like you. I don't give a damn if I love you. I respect you. You're in my way, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get that moment one more time. So it's like that could have been the angle right there. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get my moment again. They could have ran with that, which made him lean to the darker side of Randy Orton. But what do we know? We just F us on cameras.
Joey, as far as the excitement level with the two main events, where you are from 1 to 10?
Cody Randy. It's just another Cody Randy. Just two more guys. Kind of just feel like it was thrown together. Honestly, I'd much rather would have been like a multi-man match. You had.
I thought it was going to be Jacob in this. I swore
you had Jacob, you had Drew, you had Cody, you had Randy, all there. I feel like it should have maybe been at least a 4-way. I would have been a little more intrigued. And then Roman's Punk, I wasn't intrigued at all initially, but then that promo they did in Philly really won me over with like the whole Zebros and stuff like that. That kind of piqued my interest, and then week over week, they've definitely built my interest even more. The only thing I gotta say is like, what the fuck is Roman doing? Like, this man says he's gonna bury you next to your dead dad, and like your promo this week is essentially, I'm the main eventer, I'm the big dog, I'm the guy. Like, it just lacked anything. So I hope we get a more like intense Roman moving forward.
He mentioned AJ briefly.
Yeah, just to me, like, someone mentioned your dead dad, like, you should come back with a little more fire.
Yeah. Or at least kick his ass.
Yeah.
Like one of the two. Like, yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of in the middle on this. Like,
I would have went below the belt. Like, I ain't gonna talk about Larry, but Lord knows I would have said some shit about AJ.
Right.
Fuck Larry.
No.
I would have went
you can find him at Woods Wrestling.
No, but I mean, what I'm saying by that isn't like F the dog, but like the man mentioned your dead dad, and like fans are gonna draw a line at a dog, like
yes.
To me, it just doesn't.
I told you, people are idiots.
That's the society we live in.
Like, people are idiots. It's like, how could you say that about his dog? Like this way, he did mention his dead father. Okay, but he was older, and what the hell? That got to do anything?
Yeah, it's stupid. It's just stupid.
Talking about my pop, I'd probably get arrested. I ain't gonna lie. If I was in there, like
the reason,
why something like, wait, what?
Why was the Usos more offended than Roman?
Yeah, the Usos were more pissed off than Roman was. That's our family. You can't talk about it like this. Yeah, bro.
You need to apologize.
Chill, bro. That's although
Roman said basically he was like, man, that stuff don't faze me. Like, I don't like, he don't need to apologize to me, but I don't know. That's also something a little awkward too.
Yeah, did he say he didn't need to apologize to him, but he need to apologize to them? Something like that. Like what?
To that degree.
Like what?
I really feel like in my
might as well bring in a Rock.
That we're building to the Rock.
I'd say might as well bring in a Rock.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people speculating that like one that they're potentially building the bloodline again, but this also could include the Rock, at some point.
They're definitely building to the Rock, I think.
Yeah, but do we get the Rock, appearance at Mania, or is it going to be after Mania?
Gotta be after.
That I can't speak of, but I definitely feel like it's building towards some sort of new bloodline again.
Right. Because he's still filming the new Jumanji, right? Is that still taking place?
Yeah, he's still filming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like another one.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just honest. I'm just like another one, y'all.
Like, there's more.
I thought y'all milked all y'all could out of the first two.
Right. No, I got you. But yeah, more to come. We'll see what they put together. You know what I mean? Coming up this Monday. I don't know who this is, but they said, hello, I'm a Rock. Somebody on looks like a This is on Twitch.
Yeah.
Sab Trader 947. But yeah, well, you got your highlight for tonight. So, but all right, gentlemen, we are approaching the 1 hour 30-minute mark. A lot of topics was bounced around today. It's like a fireball.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah,
we in Mania season. AEW.
we are.
AEW.
Like no. This Mania season. It's like no.
It's coming quick.
Nah, but yeah, no, like you said, Mania season. I mean, to those in the tri-state area, we got Hills Have Eyes going down at the 2300 Arena on Saturday. So there were less than 100 tickets remaining for that event. So I don't know what that actual number is at this very moment. But if you're interested in going to the event, go to 2300arena.com for for tickets. What else we got going on? And also shout out to GCW. Like they damn near selling out the arena.
Yeah, they're selling out.
Yeah, I think Brett posted it was what, like 30 something tickets remaining.
They sold out all the seats. The seats are gone.
Yeah, it's just the general admission. I think it's just like one side that's like remaining that has seats available. I think that was like Northwest. Yeah, so shoot, at this time it might be sold out by now. But I mean, if it's not, definitely go on 2300 Arena website to see if those tickets are available. And we also got MLW returning to the 2300 Arena in June. I think that is June 13th and 14th or the 12th and 13th. But again, go to 2300arena.com for more information for those respective events. So, but yeah, other than that, gentlemen, anything else y'all want to discuss before we kick on out of here? You on mute, Chris. I think you put yourself on mute.
Yeah, my bad. Then once you hear the background noise.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I'm good. Like I said, a lot of wrestling went on, but sure there's gonna be a lot more between the next week.
Yeah, for sure. So all right, gentlemen. On that note, this was Still Steps, powered by All Athletic Talk Sports Network. Mr. Joey Woods, Mr. Moyo Fit Chris Wilson. I am Politic and Hot, and we will holla at y'all next Thursday. Till then, peace.